Hello YouTube, this is Neon. Today I'm going to be doing a product review on Rogaine. Rogaine is men's hair regrowth treatment. I know what Rogaine is, but I'm not going to remember men's hair regrowth treatment. I would just say bald and balding. So I've used this product for a very long time, and it is a product that I like very much. There's a few contradictions that I need to say. One, I don't use this product specifically for what its indication is for. I don't use it exactly to the directions that they give you to use it, and I'm still balding. So, but I still love this product. So all of this will make sense by the time I'm done with this review. I'm not going to say much in terms of ladies who are having unwanted balding. But I will say that, ladies, you're not supposed to use this. There's a Rogaine for women, and y'all probably will find a product review of a woman YouTuber. Hopefully she could tell you more. But I know women ain't supposed to be using this. So the active ingredient, I guess, is something called minoxidil. I know that it say minoxidil. See right there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but minoxidil. And this is 5%. They used to sell a 2%. Now I don't know if they still sell the 2% or not. So the kind of balding that this is indicated for, and this is a little sloppy, the illustration I'm finna show y'all, but it's indicated for what I call balding in the yarmulke area. Probably like other ignorant children. I used to think, I didn't know what a yarmulke was. I thought it was to cover your bald spot. I remember as a child thinking, if I happened to see Jewish men on TV, excuse me, wearing a yarmulke, that's what I thought. Oh, that's so cute how they cover their bald head. Anyway, for the yarmulke area, that's really what Rogaine is indicated for. It's for people who have balding that's pretty much limited to this area. Right now, I don't. My balding goes from the yarmulke area all the way up to right about here. It does not affect me from the front going back. But that's where that's this area in the back. This is the back of somebody's head. I don't know if y'all could see it, but that's the back right there. That's the back of somebody's head. And that's the yarmulke area in the crown, you know, the very back right there. That's where it's indicated for. They claim a 85% success rate as far as if it's used for that specific area. I'm in my mid-40s. When I first used Rogaine was in my late 30s. Excuse me, and I burped. In my late 30s, that was where I was balding, was just in the yarmulke area. And it worked really well. I was so pleased. I was absolutely, like, the hair regrew, it was thick, it was cool. You couldn't tell that I was balding ever. So I was working at that time. I was in the back to work program of SSI. So I had, at least for some of those months, I had a dual income. So I could afford, and I stocked up on Rogaine. The price is cheap. I love that about Rogaine. This here is a 3-month supply, and this is what 1 month bottle looked like, okay? It looked like this, and it got a little dropper to it. So what ended up happening to me was that I went through a bunch of tragedies that caused me to go into a massive depression. Initially, I didn't use my Rogaine regularly. You do have to use it forever. So coupled with me not using it regularly, along with me using it, along with me getting broke because I didn't work for like 3 years, I could no longer afford Rogaine, even though it is really affordable. And so initially during that period of not using it regularly, my hair just fell out so quick it was crazy, and it wasn't just in the very back. It just was falling out. Like I would like take a bath, and it would be like, it would look like a dog was shedding or something. I mean, it was ugly. It was ugly. So in recent years, I've been able to afford it again, and I went back to work again. I had a mental relapse again. But in the meantime, I bought a bunch of these. These 3-month supply, I found that you can get them at Rite Aid occasionally for $39.99. So I would wait for them to go on sale, because they can be like $55, for a 3-month supply. If you're struggling financially, I don't recommend buying the 1-month supply, because the 1 month will probably cost you above $20 alone. So I recommend buying the 3 if you're economically challenged. If you're economically challenged, buy a 3-month, because it's going to make it easier for you. Which is what I do. So while I was working, I actually bought like 4 of those. I'm down to 2. However, I don't use the recommended amount. The recommended amount is what is the recommended amount? It's 1 milliliter per day. I don't use 1 milliliter per day, because I just shave my head, right? So I don't have that much hair, and I think that 1 milliliter is just too much. It's leaking all over the place. It's a nasty mess. So I use half a milliliter per use. I like to take it like this. Well, oh shoot, I have drops here. Before I do this completely, I wanted to show y'all. So this is what my hair looks like, or lack thereof. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm balding here, and it goes all the way up here, if y'all can see that. Balding here, where am I? Balding here, and it goes all the way up here, right? During that period where all my hair fell out, my hair was, I'm going to turn around in case y'all can't see it. This was just like bald as a baby's booty. It was just smooth, and it was terrible. I was sunburned so quickly. So I got back, like I said, I got back to work, started working, and I don't know if y'all can see this because I don't even know where the heck my head is. And I started using this again, and all of this, some of the roots began to grow again. I began to get a little bit of hair growing back in this area. The sun didn't burn me so quickly, and that's why I'm just so pleased with it, because it's really only indicated for this area, and I use it for the whole area where I'm balding. And the whole area where I'm balding now has some regrowth. It's not completely smooth. There's not a complete fine line. So if I shave it, it really doesn't show, and it don't look like I'm bald. You're supposed to rub it in like this. Again, it's not indicated for the front area that I'm rubbing it into, but I do it anyway. Now, I had to ask I talked to a bunch of pharmacists, like at Rite Aid and whatnot, like, well, what's up with using it? What happens if you use it in the wrong areas? And they said, you're really supposed to use it in the crown of your head, in the yarmulke area. And they said if you use it anywhere else, they told me that there's a potential that it could cause hair to grow in other parts of your body. Now, how serious is that threat? I don't know. I was thinking, because they were saying there's a possibility of it causing facial hair to grow potentially in areas that don't like you could have facial hair growing right up here or something. I don't know. Areas where it wouldn't normally grow. That you're supposed to rinse it off. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm right up on you as I'm rinsing, as I'm washing, rinsing, and finna dry my hands. Y'all all up in my restroom. Can't let me wash my hands in peace. Okay, so excuse me. You better stop your evil ways. Okay. I'm almost done. So for me, because Rogaine, I don't know if that's a bit of you, because Rogaine has caused some regrowth and it's caused some of those almost completely dead, like the roots of my hair to grow back, I'm satisfied with it. Like I said, I can only recommend using it if you, gentlemen, if you balding in this area, the crown of your head. That's because that's what it's indicated for. But you know, I can't recommend anything else beyond that. Because it had given me some of my a little bit hair growth back. You know, when I do have a fresh bald, like when I just balded my head, when I just shaved my head off, you almost can't tell that I am balding. It almost looks like, it makes me look younger. People would think I'm in my 20s sometimes. But if I do like this, where I ain't shaved it in a week, then you could tell I'm bald. He middle aged and he balding. He look alright, but he balding. So that's about it. That's why I don't really use it to the the exact way they say to, because I would just waste. And even though it's not indicated for my exact type of balding, I still find it to be helpful. That's about it. You have now I'm putting on lotion because my hands is dry. They dry, and I need to put on lotion because it makes them moist, and I likes to have moist skin. Moist skin is a good thing. It's a good thing because it don't get dry and scaly and ashy. They moist. So yeah, so that's my first product review. I love the product. You know, because I have a little bit of hair growth, it gives me time, so when I do have money and I can afford Propecia, I've been told Propecia is like $90 a month. Expect to spend $90 a month if you want to use Propecia. Either that or hair transplant. This kind of gives me a little more hair to get that in the meantime. You know, in the meantime, Rogaine gives me a little bit of more hair as far as me waiting until I can afford either Propecia or transplants. And I think it's a better option than me not doing anything and letting it get completely, like, it was basically, like I said, smooth. Hairless and smooth. Look, it was hairless like a mole up there. It was scary. So, yeah, I'm very, very, very pleased with the product. And that's about it. So I'm pleased with Rogaine, like I said. And that's it. So if you like this video, hopefully you found it entertaining in some way, shape, or form. Like, subscribe, share, comment, commercial, recommend my video. Do one or more of those things. Thank you. Best wishes.